Hello guys, what's up? It's your boy FPL Advice back with another banger of a video. Now in today's video we are going to talk about how I did in Game Week 3 and what I'm going to do moving forward to Game Week 4. Now talking about Game Week 3, I did pretty well. I got myself 97 points and all those points, it's a massive thanks from Haaland and Salah, and of course I earned both of them. Now all of the players that went towards Diaz in place of Jota, well, I applaud them. What a transfer that guy is. I mean, he has given around 14-15 points for last 2 game weeks, and that's massive. But I still think we are yet to see the best of Jota. He has given us some points, but it has not translated into massive points like 14-15 points. It's been around 8-9 points instead. But I still think that going forward, I believe Jota is the better choice than Diaz. Now let's start with our defense. Firstly, we are unlucky that Arnold didn't give us a return because that felt like it was a goal, but it was ruled out as an offside. And I have seen some players that are transferring out Arnold and getting Robertson instead to save some budget. I mean, yes, you can save that budget and buy someone else, but I don't think you can buy any player that are better than Arnold because Liverpool have looked solid in the defense. So I am expecting most of the games to be clean sheet for Liverpool, so that's 6 points pretty much guaranteed most of the games. And if Arnold gets goal on top of it, it will translate to many points. He can even get bonus points as well. So it will probably be somewhere around 13, 14, 15 points, and I think it's a massive deal. So for people that are owning Arnold, please don't sell him. I am saying once again, don't sell Arnold. He is going to be one of the most influential players for Liverpool and in your FPL team as well. And then there is Rico Lewis. There are already some transfers that are being made to get in Rico Lewis, and it's safe to assume that it is probably the best bet in your defense because Lewis has looked good in defense and he attacks fairly well as well. But the thing is, return of Walker might just be around the corner. We don't know that yet, and for it to be confirmed, we need press conference from Pep Guardiola. Now, will he talk about this? I don't know. But for now, yes, Rico Lewis is a good pick, but till Thursday or Friday, please don't bring him in, because if we are bringing him in just for him to not to play in game week 4 and 5, it would be a massive loss for you. So yeah, that's the thing about Lewis. Now, if you are worried about sitting good player, if Lewis ends up not playing for City, then there is Bonza, then you can target. He is a guaranteed start for Aston Villa. And now if you are a bit of a risk taker, then there is Digne. But I am a bit worried about his minutes as the season progresses because Aston Villa are in Champions League as well. And if Champions League starts and Digne plays in Champions League, then he might be rotated for someone like Martin. There has been some games where Martin has come in place of Digne as a substitute. So if you are a bit of a risk taker for a bit more points, then I think Digne is a good choice. As of now, I would not buy anyone from City because they are conceding goals every single game. And to be honest, I am a bit fed up with City. I mean, scoring suicide goals and all. Yeah, it's a bit tough. So I think having City defenders, it's a bit overpriced this season. If you have Arnold, then you don't need another 6 or 6.5 defender. And then talking about midfield, Salah is a must-have. If you don't have Salah, then you better have Palmer, Diaz, or Jota, and Saka at least, just to recover the points from Salah because the guy is brilliant. I have no words for him. So yeah, that's that. If you don't have Salah or Haaland, then you must have those 3 players in your team. There is no if, there is no buts. You must have them. Because apart from those 3, there are not many consistent players, and even Saka a difficult game going forward. But Spurs and Arsenal, it's rarely a nil-nil game. so I expect Arsenal to score some goals there. Against City are conceding goal against every opponent, so I think it's safe to say that Saka will do well. If you have Salah, then kudos to you. You don't need to have all three of them, but having at least one of them give you one more consistent player. And then moving on to the attack. Sorry, by the way, I have to talk about Emil Smith-Rowe and Rogers because I have seen so many teams that are playing both Emil Smith-Rowe and Rogers. I think that's a really poor decision. Having one cheap midfielder is enough. They are cheap for a reason. They are not consistent and they don't score big points. To be fair, Rogers has been really unlucky because he has created so many chances just for Watkins to miss all of them. So yeah, he has been unlucky. But if you ask me, I would pick Rogers over Emil Smith-Rowe. If you have Smith-Rowe, then fine. Smith-Rowe is one of the best players in Fulham team, and anything that Fulham scores, most of it will be Emil Smith-Rowe's part. So I think he's a good player. Now moving on to the attack, I am a little bit worried about Isak. I am planning to bring in either Watkins or Joao Pedro in place of Isak. Now, I am worried about Isak not because he's a bad player. In fact, I think he is the best striker after Haaland in this league. But the thing is, he is not getting many chances, and that is haunting Isak really badly. I think Newcastle are making a extremely big mistake here, not playing Trippier, because Trippier is one of the best players in Newcastle squad, especially when we talk about set pieces like corners and free kicks. The guy is magician with it. So if Trippier ends up playing as Newcastle is just doing really bad, I think manager will make some tweaks in his team and it might result in Trippier being picked once again. And if Trippier plays, then Watkins will be in my team, but if not, then Watkins is done for. I want to remove him from my team. So yeah, those are the decisions that I am making. I only have one concern in my team, and that's Isak only. So, and even if he is a concern, he is someone that can get you points out of nowhere. So for now, I have no idea if I am going to make transfers this week, but if I am making, then Watkins and Joao Pedro are probably the players that I am targeting. In fact, I may end up buying Havertz as well, but Havertz has extremely tough game coming up. I am especially worried about game against City. I think those are the games that Havertz will struggle on. So anyway guys, comment down the points that you scored and comment down your team as well. I will give you suggestions as a reply for you to improve your team. Thank you for tuning into my video guys. I will be seeing you soon. Goodbye.